3.
Okay, in this part, I will show you how to connect between the PLC Schneider into our MATLAB to control about the motor by using PLC Schneider and VFD. Okay, in this part, we back again in here. In this part, I will just briefly introduce about my code in PLC programming. Like usually we use a star system and then so on. And what I want to mention in here is about the connections. We use Modbus TCP IP in here in this part. This part is write the data and send the data into the MATLAB. And also we'll be back from the MATLAB into PLC again, and this one is for receiving from the PLC. And another one, we just calculate if data more or high, we choose forward or backward. And then in this part, we'll show the value of the data. That first, MW0 is data analog inputs. It's mean about the sensor value. And in this part is the value that already calculate inside the MATLAB. So we use this data for analog output data to PLC into we send it into the VFD, and we will control the speed motor of it. And we can see in this part right now in the MATLAB. In the MATLAB, we also call the same using the PLC IP address in here with the port. We also call Modbus and so on. And this part is a part of our modeling system. We also using Simulink inside, but we didn't show it in here. Okay. In this part, we using both of them. It's connected using a Modbus TCP, and we try to change the sensor. You can see in here the sensor is 64 or 63. And we can also check inside our hardware in here. This part we assume as a sensor. This is 6.4 voltage, and we can adjust it, or we can directly increase or decrease, and it will be really affected with the PLC sensor in there. And I will try to choose 7.6 volt. And we can take a look in here. In this part, using the value are 75 or 76. Okay, and go back to MATLAB. I will also run the MATLAB modeling. In this part, the MATLAB modeling will choose the 5 best part, and the last best part is the best are chosen for the pressure estimate. So the pressure of the RO system, it will be this value, but this value is not the real value of voltage. So we can see in this part, data sent to PLC is 1830, and in this PLC also the data is 1830. So both of them are already connected. So how we see in the hardware, we can see in the hardware also direct this part. It say that it's backward, and we can see in the VFD in here, this value is frequency is 11, and also we can see the output of the motor. And I will try to change inside this, and also you can take a look for the whole hardware in here. Okay. Full hardware, I will change in this part, and you can see directly what's the doing of the PLC between in MATLAB modeling is really connected or not. This part output 5.8. You can see a whole of the hardware first. I will just run again in here, and we just 5 best part. In this best part, they just says, oh, which one is should I go? Is forward or backward? They will choose which one is good for the system. So that's why for 5.7, sorry, they choose a backward system for the RO. So the pressure, it will be backward. Thank you. When the wave rises, seawater enters the first chamber, compressing the air inside. This pressure airflow pushes forward, rotating the central turbine. Valve 2 and 4 are open, allowing smooth and indirectional airflow to the outlet chamber, while valve 1 and 3 are closed. When the wave R descends, the internal pressure drops, creating the sections that draws air back through the system. This time, valve 1 and 3 are active and 2 and 4 are closed. And these alternating valve actions ensure that continuous turbine rotating using the natural rise and fall of the ocean's wave. Here we compare the conventional oscillating water column with our Syncvatec prototype under controlled wave conditions, 6 cm amplitude and 1.5 seconds period. The standard OWC exhibits unstable airflow leading to inconsistent turbine output. In contrast, our system, enhanced with a swing valve and turboelectric module, delivers smoothly and directional airflow. Result is more stable voltage output and improved overall energy harvesting efficiency, crucial for powering sensor, microcontroller, and also the desalination subsystem. Okay, in these sections, I will explain the integrated monitoring system developed for our smart desalination setup, which includes a real-time communications between MATLAB, PLC, and HMI interfaces. The system we're observing here is powered by EcoStruxure Machine Expert Basic for PLC programming, MATLAB for intelligent control and simulations, and even HMI for front-end visualizations. And these platforms are fully synchronized to reflect the operational behavior of our membrane-based water treatment plant, and including pressure dynamics, flow rates, and also energy management. And as the center of it, HMI is about the process flow diagram showing the pump, security filter, air membrane module, ARD, and sensor in P1 until P5 is monitoring about the pressure. F1 until F6 is monitoring about the flow rates, and also another sensor we have pH, DO, and ammonia nitrogen provide process feedbacks. And here in controller we have three kind of button. They have start, stop, and MATLAB. And another one is about the pit lamp or on, forward, and backward. You can see on the downstairs, it's really synchronized between those of them. And another ones, we have a controller panel and real-time indicator. And the PLC sensor shows the raw pressure reading from analog input. And the MATLAB suggests the plug shows pressure set point dynamically compute in using MATLAB optimizations. Time calc is elapsed time, and importantly, the OWC TEG plug is about the live power generated by our oscillating water column and thermoelectric generator hybrids. And this is a key feature of our energy recovery strategy. At the bottom, you can see two real-time trend. This one, the first one is about the PLC pressure, which is the raw input from our pressure sensor. And also the MATLAB pressure, you can see that it shows the process or suggested pressure target based on our predicted control algorithm. And both between the PLC and also the MATLAB, it's included based on the sensor pressure that I already changed in every time. So it's the graphic you can see in there, graphic already changed in every time too. So the PLC pressure, it depends on the sensor input and sensor output of that. And the systems runs on a Modbus TCP/IP protocol between the MATLAB and the Schneider PLC. This is one a low latency data transfers. All float values and control commands are scaled, encoded, and written to Modbus holding register, as seen in the command window logs. For instance, calculate pressure of 20 is scaled to 2000s. 20.00 is scaled to 2000s and sent to HMI in real time. And also about the OWC TEG power shown here in this case is it's Generon 2061 and is used to feedback to determine the energy sustainable of the system. In the future implementations, this power signal will dynamically control components like ARDs or auxiliary pumps based on available renewable energy. And all together, This HMI reflects the complete digital twin of our smart desalinations process. And it is not only enhanced visibility and control, but also facilitates real-time decision making, predictive fault predictions, and adaptive backwash strategies for membrane health. And this is all for our system. Thank you.